For 2021 to Maria Ressa and Dmitry Muratov for their efforts to safeguard freedom of expression, which is a precondition for democracy and lasting peace. Ms. Ressa and Mr. Muratov are receiving the Peace Prize for their courageous fight for freedom of expression in the Philippines and in Russia. At the same time, they are representatives of all journalists who stand up for this ideal in a world in which democracy and freedom of the press face increasingly adverse conditions. Maria Ressa uses freedom of expression to expose abuse of power, use of violence, and growing authoritarianism in her native country, the Philippines. In 2012, she co-founded Rappler, a digital media company for investigative journalism, which she still heads. As a journalist and Rappler's CEO, Ressa has shown herself to be a fearless defender of freedom of expression. Rappler has focused critical attention to the Duterte regime's controversial, murderous anti-drug campaign. The number of deaths is so high that the campaign resembles a war waged against the country's own population. Ms. Ressa and Rappler have documented how social media is being used to spread fake news, harass opponents, and manipulate the public discourse. Dmitry Andreevich Muratov has for decades defended freedom of speech in Russia under increasingly challenging conditions. In 1993, he was one of the founders of the independent newspaper Novaya Gazeta. Since 1995, he has been the newspaper's editor-in-chief for a total of 24 years. Novaya Gazeta is the most independent newspaper in Russia today, with a fundamentally critical attitude towards power. The newspaper's fact-based journalism and professional integrity have made it an important source of information on censorable aspects of Russian society, rarely mentioned by other media. Since its startup in 1993, Novaya Gazeta has published critical articles on subjects ranging from corruption, police violence, unlawful arrests, electoral fraud, and troll factories, and to the use of Russian military forces both within and outside of Russia. Novaya Gazeta's opponents have responded with harassment, threats, violence, and murder. Since the newspaper's start, 6 of its journalists have been killed, including Anna Politkovskaya, who wrote revealing articles on the war in Chechnya. Despite the killings and threats, editor-in-chief Muratov has refused to abandon the newspaper's independent policy. He has consistently defended the right of journalists to write anything about whatever they want, as long as they comply with the professional and ethical standards.
Da gikk prisen ikke til Reportere uten grenser, men det ble en pressepris, en journalistpris. 2 journalister som har kjempet for det frie ord. Dmitrij Muratov fra Russland og Maria Ressa fra Filippinene. Vi har med oss Maria Ressa. First of all, congratulations. What is your reaction of achieving the Nobel Peace Prize for 2021?
Hello. Oh,
hello, Maria Ressa.
Hi, hello. I am
hi,
so sorry.
hi.
I'm a bit in shock.
Congratulations. What is your first reaction for achieving the Nobel Peace Prize for 2021?
I think just shock, and it's really emotional, but happy for my team, and thank you to the Nobel Peace Prize Committee for recognizing what we're going through.
What does this mean for your work?
It means